With Starfield coming out in September, I thought it would be a good idea to go over what we know about the game so far. As we all know, Starfield is going to release on September 6th, and we will have the Starfield Showcase with more in-depth details about the game on June 11th. Last year we were given a lot of information about the game when we got the official gameplay reveal. One of those things is that our ship will be fully customizable, and depending on the modifications we make to our ship, it will have different effects on how our ship operates from combat to environmental tasks. This will function similar to the crafting or settlement systems that we see in Fallout. We also got a good look at the character creation screen where we saw some templates with different body shapes, skin tones, and hairstyles just like we've seen in past Bethesda games, but with even more detail. Not only do we create our character's look, we also create a background for our character which includes skills, attributes, traits, and so on. All of these are some of the attributes that Bethesda has produced in their best games. The best part of this is that as we level up, we can change and evolve our character's traits, and as we use our skills, we also increase their effectiveness. One of the things not talked about much is the fact that there are religious traits as well, which all have some very strange effects, some of which are quite interesting. We only got a glimpse of what is in store for us with all these traits, and I imagine that the showcase will go into more detail. We also know that some of the same mechanics we see in Fallout and the Elder Scrolls will be in this game. On one frame of the Starfield gameplay reveal, we saw that there is a pickpocket mechanic, and much like previous games, it works much the same way, where we must be crouched for it to be an option to see. There is also a new lockpicking minigame, which looks kind of awesome. There will be new NPC companions that we can recruit, and we can even join the various factions found in the game. The interactions we have with them or around them will affect how they react to us and what they think about us. This can be good or bad depending on our choices. Like Fallout 4, our companions will be romanceable, and those relationships will be more complex than anything we have seen before from Bethesda. Vasco, our robot companion, is kind of like the dog meat of Starfield. He will be our faithful workhorse, aiding us in our exploration of the galaxy. Speaking of the galaxy, we know that Starfield will have over 1,000 planets with a mix of handcrafted and procedurally generated landscapes. Each planet will be unique and have a variety of resources. We will also be able to build outposts in most places. There are going to be many populated locations, as the major factions have settlements in various locations. We know the major factions are the United Colonies, Freestar Collective, and of course the Crimson Fleet. Some of the major cities include New Atlantis, Aquila City, and of course the Pleasure City known as Neon. Starfield has by far the most lines of dialogue that any Bethesda game has ever had, with more than 200,000 lines. It will also launch with support for multiple languages. Built in the Creation 2 engine, Starfield will support mods just like Skyrim and Fallout 4 did after launch. I imagine we will get access to the Creation Kit 2 after launch, as we did when Fallout 4 launched, so expect to see some very interesting mods for this game in the future. The combat system has been beefed up as well. As we have seen in the gameplay reveal, there is a new dodge mechanic where we use our jetpack to maneuver in the air. This can be used to dodge incoming fire and can help get you over difficult terrain. The user interface for Starfield takes on some of the traits we have seen in past Bethesda games. For one, the mini-map or compass will appear in the bottom left corner of the screen, and our health meter will be in the bottom right. Like we have in Fallout, there will be a quick menu for switching weapons and using aid items. Interacting with objects will feel familiar. Looting boxes or crates will be much like in Fallout, where we will be able to see the contents without having to open said box or crate. Our inventory management also got an overhaul. Bethesda really went back to its roots here by harkening back to Oblivion. Just like in Oblivion, we will be able to see our character in the inventory screen and change outfits. Seeing the results and changes to our stats in real time all from the inventory screen. One of the cool attention to detail things that I saw on this screen is that our carry weight is listed as mass. As we already know, gravity is different on each planet, so choosing to use mass instead of weight was a very scientific choice. It's just one of the many details that were included in the design of this game to give it a very realistic feel. This is just a small taste of what is in store for us when the showcase comes in June. What are you excited to see more of? Is there something that you were hoping to see detailed in the showcase? Sound off in the comments below. While you're at it, like, subscribe, and share. And as always, I'm just glad you stopped by. And I'll see you in the next one.